Hi everyone! Today I'll be showing you a day in my life as a researcher at the Yale School of Medicine. I'm currently working on an HIV prevention study with people who inject drugs. And today, I have an interview scheduled with a participant at 9 a.m. On the days I have a morning interview scheduled, I come in a bit earlier to set up. Due to COVID, we have to conduct our interviews through Zoom. So we set up an iPad in another room in the building to interview our participants remotely. Since I entered this job in the middle of a pandemic, I never got to interview participants face to face. Interviewing them through Zoom is definitely not the same experience, but I'm still grateful that I'm able to meet each of them in this way. During these interviews, we ask participants pretty personal questions, and each interview can last a couple of hours long. I used to want to finish the interviews as quickly as possible, but these days, I've been taking my time with each participant, listening to their responses and the stories they sometimes offer. Some of them have shared with me stories of success, of recovery, of healing, and I've had the privilege of celebrating with them. Others have shared with me stories of grief, of loss, and of tragedy, and I've had the privilege of sitting with them and mourning. But through it all, it has been humbling and eye-opening to see that though we may be different from each other in many ways, some things remain the same. We are all human beings at the end of the day, having been both loved and hurt, and having lived through both joy and grief, all in one lifetime. After we finish the interview, the participants leave to go get some blood work done. In the meantime, I prepare their compensation and make sure everything is ready by the time they come back.
I'm printing out some clinic information so we can just have it.
Now that the morning appointment is complete, it's time for some administrative work. I check my emails, return missed calls from the previous day, and find new people I can call to recruit. Our goal for the number of participants we need is still a long way off. COVID not only limited research efforts, but at times it also put a pause on research as a whole. So we're struggling to catch up. There are days when I don't have anyone I can call to recruit. But there are also days when I can have 10 to 20 people on my list. So it all just depends on the day. Usually, I leave at around 12 or 1 to take a lunch break. But today, I wasn't feeling that hungry yet. I decided to stick around and plan out the next couple of days and write down some plans for the next month. February is going to be a pretty busy month, with birthdays and visits from friends and family near and far. This has actually been one of my favorite parts of my gap year. I've had the flexibility to enjoy time with my friends and family without the worry of assignments and deadlines, which I know won't always be the case in the next year as I enter med school. So I'm trying to really savor and cherish all these small and big moments so I can remember them when times get tough. I got a new matcha tea set for Christmas. My sister got it for me, and so I made some matcha today. So look at this beautiful bowl. She got me this bowl and this stuff. So it's like the whisk and the little teaspoon for measuring matcha out. And so I got that. And then yesterday I had ordered some matcha and I got the nice kind. Like I got a good quality matcha. And when I opened this, the color was so green and so vibrant. So I made some matcha too, and I ate a little cookie that I made a while ago. And so I had a little bit of dessert, and now I am a little bit more awake and ready to go back to the office and finish up some work for the rest of the day. A little package. I already know what it is, but just to show you. I got probiotics. My mom has been telling me for so long now that I need to take daily probiotics, that they're good for digestion and all of that, and I hate taking pills. I just am so lazy about taking medications daily, taking pills daily, and so I've just never really taken these. But recently I just noticed that I feel like my body just doesn't digest as well as it used to. My digestive system needs a little bit of help. So I got some probiotics. One more thing before I leave. Look at my little monstera growing another leaf. So I got this in October for my birthday. My friend sent it to me all the way here in New Haven. And It has not really grown a lot in the past few months. Honestly, this is kind of how it came. Maybe this one grew a little bit, but honestly, these were pretty weak to begin with too. But in the past few days, I've noticed this one grew a little bit a while ago, but I think it kind of just like died or like stopped growing. But then this started growing and it was curled up a little bit tighter last night, but now it's like starting to loosen up, and look how cute it is. And it's so interesting to see leaves grow like this, and it's gonna become like this. Alright, we're back at the office, and I've been working for a couple of hours now. My last meeting is scheduled for 4:30, so I'm just catching up with my coworker about winter break before we begin. I've been really blessed with coworkers who are kind and easygoing, but also passionate and hardworking. I know it's only been a little more than half a year since I started working with them, but they've really made this office feel like a second home. It's only from talking with friends and others my age that I've realized that working in an environment like this is not always a given. So I'm more and more grateful that I found my way here. It was actually a crazy story of how I got this job. Maybe I'll share on this channel one day. On days I want to edit, I sometimes stay behind at the office to continue working. I'm already sort of in work mode, so why not get some extra things out of the way? It's been really fun to have vlogging and editing as a hobby on the side. It keeps me engaged with something fun outside of work. Plus, I get to document this special year in my life and create videos I'm proud of. Finally leaving the office today. I'm the last one here, and it is 6:30. I'm starving. But yeah, that was basically what I did today. It was my day in the office today. Tomorrow I am not in the office, just working remotely. But that is what a typical day most likely looks like.